The lack of time is one of the main reasons many people struggle to stick to their workout plans, so they say. But luckily for you busy beavers, a new study by fitness expert Dr. Brad Schoenfeld and his colleagues suggests that you might be able to reap some benefits even when spending less than 15 minutes at the gym. In their 8-week experiment, 34 college-age male subjects with at least 1 year of resistance training experience was split into 3 different workout volume groups: high volume, moderate volume, and low volume. All groups performed the same 7 exercises using a load that took each set to failure within 8 to 12 reps. The key difference between the groups is the amount of sets completed. The high volume group performed 5 sets of each exercise per session, resulting in 30 and 45 sets per muscle each week, with the larger 45 sets done in the lower body muscle groups. The moderate volume group performed 3 sets, totaling 18 and 27 sets per muscle each week. And the low volume group performed just 1 single set per exercise, totaling only 6 and 9 sets per muscle each week. Now let's get to the nitty-gritty, the results. Unsurprising to those familiar with the literature, muscle growth was better with more volume performed, in this case the more sets performed. 5 sets are clearly superior if you want to maximize muscle gains. They also measured muscular endurance via 50% 1RM bench press to failure. All groups achieved similar improvements, which again is not too surprising. Training in the 8 to 12 rep range isn't exactly optimal for improving endurance levels in terms of specificity. Again, not too alarming of results. But the magic finding falls within the case of strength. Normally, we're told that more volume of the same intensity should lead to more strength. We've had studies showing this. In 2015, a study employing a similar 1, 3, and 5 set experiment found that more volume via more sets led to greater strength gains. However, that study was done in beginners. Beginners might exclusively benefit from more sets because they get more chances to develop their motor skills for each exercise. Or, as Dr. Schoenfeld puts it, more sets can lead to an enhanced learning effect. In the present study, they used experienced lifters, where such an enhancement wouldn't be as impactful. Now on to the current findings. Contrary to what Schoenfeld and his colleagues initially hypothesized, all groups surprisingly achieved similar strength improvements in both the squat and bench press 1-rep maxes. This ultimately means that if your goal is to get stronger and you're not exactly new to training, you might be able to get away with doing only 1 set of each exercise. This is a huge finding when considering the glaring differences in time commitment. On average, it took 68 minutes to complete a session for the high volume group, 40 minutes for the moderate volume group, and only 13 minutes for the low volume group. That's right, less than 15 minutes to maximize strength gains. However, there are some important limitations to consider. The results only give us information on the 8 to 12 rep range. We've had plenty of studies that showed using heavier loads of 3 to 5 reps to failure leads to more strength gains than other higher rep ranges at equal volumes. It remains to be seen whether 1 set versus 5 sets of 3 to 5 reps to failure will yield similar strength improvements. Also, the subjects were not used to taking sets to failure. Trouble adapting to this style of training might have impacted the results. The higher set group could have also experienced overtraining, which would explain a lack of superior strength gains. Plus, the sample size of 34 was relatively small for a 3-group comparison. Initially, there were 45 subjects, which would be enough, but 11 dropped out. And finally, this study only looked at young college-age resistance-trained men, so we can't necessarily apply these findings to other populations. Still, the results are quite shocking and goes against previous norms. If you're strapped up on time and prefer training in the 8 to 12 rep range, then doing only 1 set of each exercise to failure might just be enough. Granted, your only goal is to maximize strength. Sorry muscle bros, if you want to get bigger, you still gotta hit that precious volume. Let me know what you think about this new study in the comments below. Do you think the findings are similar to your own experience? Don't forget to like this video and share it with your strength-loving friends. Subscribe for more future videos, including more videos on study breakdowns just like this one. As always, thank you for watching and get your protein.